My former spouse was unfaithful with my favored sibling and had his child. Now, my relatives, who always despised me, plead for funds after my recent advancement. I 29M, separated from my partner 27F 2 months back. She had been involved with my distant brother 27M for quite some time, and 4 months prior, I discovered the truth when she revealed her pregnancy. At first, she attempted to persuade me the child was ours, but my brother's regular appearances raised doubts, prompting me to inspect her device. I challenged her over the messages I uncovered, and she ultimately admitted to the infidelity with my brother, claiming it started because she had limited choices left. My relatives and I had no contact since I departed home at 18. They always regarded me as an intruder in my own household, with my brother as the preferred one. I found it odd that they began the celebration intended for me without my presence, but spotting the dessert made me furious. I finally questioned my parents about why they never hosted an event for my genuine accomplishment, and they explained that post my university approval, they avoided making my brother feel excluded, so they organized one for him instead. Rather than causing a scene, I ought to support my brother. That shattered me completely, and that same day I resolved to never return. I followed through. I funded my education via loans and employment, then shared a small flat with a companion after graduation. I ceased all communication with my parents upon leaving for university, and they made no effort to reach out. Years went by, and last year my brother contacted me digitally, inquiring if I wished to rebuild ties with him and our parents, as they appeared to long for me. Much had changed. 2 years earlier, I wed my former partner. I lived comfortably but hadn't overcome the past hurts, so I consented to a meeting. It began awkwardly and tensely, but they strove to mend prior wrongs, making me feel compelled to reciprocate. Thus, I welcomed them to my residence, which proved my initial error, presenting my brother to my ex. They encountered each other, initiated a liaison, and she conceived. I was thrilled upon learning of the pregnancy, assuming the child was mine. However, as noted, my brother visited more frequently after the news, and though it didn't initially disturb me, it grew strange when he would caress my wife's swelling belly and whisper to it. My ex dismissed it as minor, but I couldn't dismiss the growing doubt that my brother played a larger role in the pregnancy than admitted. At 6 months gestation, I examined her phone during her slumber, confirming my worst fears. The exchanges between my ex and brother verified it was his offspring, and their involvement had persisted for months. Moreover, my ex planned to conceal the truth indefinitely. She and my brother intended to disclose the affair post-delivery, then seek separation from me, unite with him, and sustain themselves on the wealth plus child maintenance I'd provide. The following morning, I queried her about the messages. She denied initially but soon confessed. That concluded my 2-year union, and naturally my parents aligned with my brother and ex. Their assurances of equal love for us were mere rhetoric. When my ex and brother publicized the separation online and her intent to wed him, my whole kin endorsed it. No one considered the damage to my psyche or shattered faith. Furthermore, my ex deceived me for half a year, insisting the child was mine. It seemed I'd lost not only my spouse but my potential offspring, causing immense pain. My parents claimed it was ideal and again ignored my brother's fault. They even suggested I rejoice in my ex and brother's joy and participate in the festivities. Once more, I severed ties, complicating the separation. My ex departed with a substantial payout and my vehicle, due to my relatives backing her and the new union. She and her attorney fabricated tales of my toxicity and dominance, alleging I compelled her to abandon employment despite her voluntary decision, with my kin corroborating by stating they distanced me originally for my alleged sexist behavior and outbursts. Evidence mounted against me, costing dearly, but I retained the residence. Upon finalization, I was relieved to escape these dreadful individuals permanently. Fortunately, no mandatory delay exists for separation here, and my ex didn't oppose, allowing swift closure to advance. Forgetting was challenging, but I immersed in career, striving for improvement to hasten recovery from this vile chapter. It succeeded. 2 weeks ago, I earned a promotion. Superior role, increased pay, enhanced company vehicle, complete package. I was elated, so I indulged in a solitary meal at a beloved eatery. Posting about it online was my error. Soon, my mother messaged, urging a visit. I was stunned by their motives after silence post-separation, which favored my ex and fabrications. I disregarded for days, but relentless calls followed, culminating in her office appearance. She wouldn't depart, clashing with reception, embarrassing me, so I pledged a future visit to persuade her exit. Days later, I went. They'd utilized the payout for a larger home to fit the infant, born just over 3 weeks prior. Alimony likely covered expenses, but it impacted me minimally, as it was trivial against my current earnings. My brother was absent, ex-napping, leaving parents to converse. I avoided chit-chat, awaiting their intent. After 5 silent minutes, my father stated my brother lost employment, and payout plus alimony insufficient. They'd noted my promotion post and sought aid amid shortages. Parents long retired, brother jobless, ex not resuming work soon. Alimony couldn't sustain 5, especially with a newborn. I recognized this. Yet their boldness astounded after prior events. Shock silenced me briefly, but I regained composure, declining engagement. I rose and departed wordlessly. At the exit, my brother stood outside. Parents urged me to remain and listen. He seemed startled. I said nothing, continuing. Heavy rain soaked me en route to my parked car on their yard, mood already foul. Here I may have erred. Parents and brother pursued while I fumbled for keys, making one final appeal, brother pleading. His usual smugness from parental favoritism made this humility odd. Convincing him must have been arduous, confirming their dire straits. I lost temper, instructing them to cease and beg publicly if desperate, as strangers might pity more than I. I entered my vehicle, drove off, abandoning them in the downpour. Admittedly, it gratified, given lifelong mistreatment. 2 days passed, uncertainty crept. Mother texts incessantly, guilt surges for withholding aid. I possess abundance. Minor transfers wouldn't harm, but post-events it seems exploitative. So, am I wrong for denying financial support after they backed my ex in separation? Update 1. I chose against aiding. Guilt was profound for seemingly deserting, but I recalled their lifelong abandonment. Even in separation, they sabotaged me. Why hesitate reciprocating? I warned mother to halt or face legal involvement, unfavorable for them. This angered, brother arrived days ago to discuss. He expressed regret for childhood treatment, but claimed inability to alter being superior, justifying favoritism. He advised ceasing immaturity toward parents' normal actions and aiding their hardship instead of grudges. I chuckled at his absurdity. I suggested job-seeking over belittling and manipulating. This struck deep. He shouted of my envy, not just parents, but ex preferring him, revenge via denial. I concurred, admitting pure vengeance, powerless for him. He raged, vowing pursuit for funds somehow, regretting my words. I dismissed threats, he's incapable. Unfazed. Update 2, 3 days prior, brother attempted persuasion unsuccessfully. Parents failed before, thus ex phoned. Wary, I answered to avoid visits wasting time. Her entitlement and cruelty astounded. Politely, she noted struggles, acknowledging no obligation post-trauma, yet urged magnanimity. She evoked sympathy. Parents funded childhood, she strived as wife. Except parents disregarded me, favoring brother. I complained of him, and she betrayed with him. Ineffective. I stated pity, but already overpaid undeserved alimony via cheating, secured by kin's lies vilifying me. She wept, labeling selfish, heartless, ironic. Refusal prompted. Brother correct, law inevitable, demanding increased alimony, court humiliation. I'd welcome attempts. Initially, emotional exhaustion prevented defense. I conceded alimony sands proving falsehoods. Never toxic, controlling. No cheating justification, undeserving payout. Then I craved closure regardless cost. Now prepared to battle, deliver lifelong lesson. Update 3. Shockingly, ex followed through, filing for more alimony post-promotion. I refused easy yield. Involved mutual friends, detailing events, most knew only separation, unaware truths. Shocked, I requested testimony if needed. They assented. Instructed lawyer to terminate alimony entirely, undeserved. Gathered proof of relatives' cruelty, lifelong inequality, now money-hounding post-promotion. Fed up with parasites, no regard for sentiments. Persuaded cousins witnessing childhood exclusion to advocate. Kindly complied despite distance. Lawyer satisfied, case solid, potential alimony cessation. Her infidelity known but vilifying me, heroizing brother, all false, previously unfought, now rectifying. I did. Kin speechless amid video statements from friends, relatives proving lies, disproving my alleged character. Assumed easy repeat, but strengthened by ordeals. Yesterday ruled no further alimony given revelations, purest joy. Smugness erased from kin's expressions. Ex neared tears. Indifferent to her sorrow, concluded. Planned homecoming with takeout film, but kin obstructed joy. Nearing residence, brother's vehicle outside, puzzled. Entered, kin blocked entrance. Startled, silent but composed, vacate or police. Father ashamed for actions, lectured irresponsibility, betrayal, denying aid in need. I ignored, silent. Denied satisfaction of reaction, likely aim for rashness. Silence infuriated, mother demanded respect, response. Refused, agitation grew, anticipated clash absent. Brother lunged, collar grab, attempted strike. Father restrained amid loser jealous rants. Amusing from jobless, parent-dwelling money beggar, warned departure or police broke, flee in 5. Reluctantly left post mother's final shame attempt. Failed, departed, nearly a day. No contact since, hope persists. Next tale, tale 2, discovered spouse unfaithful with stepdaughter's biological father, separated instantly. I 33M, partner 33F, betrayed in December. Entered upon them at his residence aware. Stepdaughter's sire, ejected him from property years, managing rage. Handled home, animals, grounds her child, 4F daily. Marriage, donated old vehicle for hers. Part-time at her law office. Days, 6 a.m. start, 2 m end sometimes from duties. Attempted reconciliation but repeatedly discovered communications, plans with him, others, assured commitment. Sexually, emotionally abused. Infidelity, my fault for inaction, guilt, threats for intimacy despite unwillingness. Conceived post-discovery, DNA requested. Aborted swiftly, blamed me. Departed last month, resigned, family aids. Daily bed exit, feeding struggle. Union under year. No maintenance, vehicle, job, half-kin, hers, stepdaughter, home, funds. Family prevents homelessness. Mental state dire, infidelity predated marriage. All facade, ploy, I rebuild. Betrayed, abused, solely penalized. Lawyer, limited options, trusted family ally, handling emotions, self-repair, baby steps, employment, etc., but exiting home daunting. Severe depression, public anxiety, friends taxing. Sobbing drives home, fractured, no improvement, clueless. Update 1, ex-partner escorting affair partner to separation proceedings, as titled. Acquaintance alerted ex-plans affair partner attendance as ultimate insult. Coping. Friends offer presents, others ignore your approach. Update 2, proceedings today. History details but abused post-Christmas bed discovery with man. Reconciliation tried, ongoing catches, him contacts, out-of-town others plans, explicit snaps texts, facial lies, contact severed. Repeatedly. Declared departure, filing, threatened murder if left. Survived, permanently removed. Returned from court, new gym peaks energized. Unknown residence, relocated, new employment. Beloved woman, anything for, stripped all. Employment, vehicle, home, stepdaughter, union, psyche, possible child, confident affair partners, aborted on DNA request. Year hell, blamed, departure, destroying family. Arrived, already lawyer conversing. Presence, judge signatures. Never glanced, even mail handoff. Retrieved, proceeded. Noted affair partner absent, contrary mutual reports. Smooth. Internal stress emotion, external gentle smile, high spirits, she tearful sounding, avoided gaze. Home. Male note, affair partner absent, impregnated another, discarded. Loving spouse, betrayed, lied, harmed till exit for failure, multi-dating anyway. Bonus, affair partner, fatherhood despiser. Lazy, prior abuse to ex, dumps daughter with mother. Called him name me dad, scarcely knew. His mother Christmas wept joyfully over granddaughter's stability with me. New child ruins further, hope escape for mother-child soon. Despite vigor, isolated, happy muted swings. Apologies, disarray, odd sensations, expected relief, truthfully wish no suffering.